as Mary makes the long journey home. Suddenly, the caravan leader catches wind of the gossip that he has an unwed pregnant girl among them. He stops the cart and snarls, "Get out!" Cursing under his breath, he mutters angrily, "She can walk the rest of the way. Serves her right." Lugging her bag over her shoulder, she slips off the cart and treads wearily up the pathway to her parents' house. When she nears the little hovel, the children playing in the olive grove see her. "Mary's home!" they squeal, surrounding her with hugs and kisses. Word reaches her parents, and they rush to meet her. "Mary, my child! Oh, what has happened to you?" Her mother shrieks when she sees the bruises and blood on her face. Running wildly toward her daughter, she throws her arms around her. Then she looks down at her protruding stomach and halts. "Oh, no! Then it is true," she whimpers, clenching her hands into knots. Her face reddens as she cries bitterly, "Such shame you have brought on us, child." "We had hoped it wasn't true," her father groans heavily. "Have you seen Joseph?" she asks anxiously. At this, her parents freeze and look down. The long silence that follows causes Mary's heart to sink. Finally, her father clears his throat and says, "His father Jacob says he's preparing to divorce you privately." "Oh no," Mary wails. "How can that be? He loves me and I love him." "You should be grateful that he doesn't want to publicly divorce you for adultery, which would require a public stoning," her father blurts. "Grateful?" She looks at her parents, her face scarlet, hot tears scalding her cheeks. "Then you, my own mother and father, still don't believe." She squares her shoulders and clutches her stomach. With eyes blazing, she proudly proclaims, "This child is the Son of God." Rushing to the ladder, she climbs to the roof and kneels down on the terrace floor, sobbing. Finally, the tears subside and she stares out into the darkness. Slowly, a sweet thread of hope weaves its way back into her thoughts. Elizabeth. There on her cherished rooftop, hope springs afresh as Mary clings to her cousin's words. Her words were this: "Blessed is she who has believed what the Lord has said to her will be accomplished. As soon as the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the baby in my womb leaped for joy." Yes, Mary, this baby in Elizabeth's womb leapt for joy at the nearness of the Messiah. He didn't just kick or nudge his mother. He jumped inside her when he came near the baby you carry. He was responding to the presence of the Lamb. Indeed, the day will come when Elizabeth's son, John the Baptist, will point to Jesus and thunder, "Behold the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." You see, as John leapt in his mother's womb, he was already bearing witness to the glory of Bethlehem's Lamb even before his birth. And even today, these 5 simple words of John the Baptist, "Behold the Lamb of God," hold immeasurable truth for you and me, whatever weighs you down. Behold the Lamb of God. Keep your eyes fixed on Jesus until everything else fades and healing comes, until joy floods you and the life of God fills you. Remember this: nothing so clears the vision, heals one's heart, stirs fire in the bones, breathes life into the human spirit as a long, steady look at God's Lamb.